this has died. It's a bubble machine where you push it along. It's a Dragonfly, and as you can see at the front here, there should be some bubbles coming out of the front. So as you push it, these wings go up and down, and the bubbles come out of here. So it's a bit like a lawnmower. I think it's called a bubble machine lawnmower. It's got a handle there, so you can just push it along. It's got some good rubber wheels, and as you can see, I've started to attack to open it because it stopped working. I think there's a cog that's broken inside, or possibly something has slipped. So we're going to see what's inside, see how it ticks. We're going to see how this turns, and interestingly see how the fan inside works to blow bubbles through these holes here. So as you can see there, you put the fluid into this trough, and then as you push this, this turns, and the air will blow out to blow the bubbles. So let's look inside and see how it works. As you push, these go up and down, they alternate. So there must be some sort of mechanism inside to do all that as well. So it's quite a cool little mechanism, but let's tear it apart. Okay, so I've got it open. It took a fight, and as you can see, it's destructive. So I think now I've gone through how I've managed to open it, you probably have to take the wheels off. You can see you've got some screws around the inside of the wheels, and then I guess you could possibly pop those axle areas open there, and then it might come apart, but yeah, it wasn't easy. But we've got in there. It was broken anyway, didn't really work as intended. So now you can actually see they've got some cams in here. So these here, these cams, as you turn, you can see they go up and down, and what they do is they make the wings go up and down of whatever the creature this is. Dragonfly, I guess. So that's kind of cool. There's a bit of design in there. And then the front piece, all that has is the spinning disc, as you can see, and a trough where the bubble mixture is poured. Not very well sealed, because I do remember this leaking pretty badly. As you can see in there, I mean, there's no sealing system. It's just purely plastic fit. And there's the spindle area that goes in, and that's the actual spindle itself. So when you turn the wheels, this rotates, and in turn that rotates the bubble ring, if you like. That rotates that, and the bubble mixture is in there. These rings get dunked into the bubble mixture, and as they pass through this slit here, this unsmiley face, there's obviously an air that blows through the bubble rings and makes the bubble. And this is the unsmiley face port, if you like. So this must be creating the air. So there's the there's the spindle, and there's the air. So all inside here, there must be some sort of fan mechanism. And of course, this is driven without batteries. This is purely driven by you moving the whole system across and the axles turning something inside. So, as you can see, we have yet more screws. There's loads of screws on this actually. So let's get this open and we'll see how the fan mechanism works. So I've just taken a wheel off, 3 screws, 1, 2, 3. This front cover comes off. It's got the rubber grip to help it grip to the surface. And yeah, doesn't really give us much apart from crustiness inside. So yeah, that was not really going to help too much. So not easy to open this thing. I think it may have been a push fit type of design, but anyway, we're starting to open these up, so let's keep going. Okay, so we've got the first cover off. That was this mechanism here, and check out the gearing. So we've got some serious gear reduction going on here, or I don't know, some sort of amplification. You Because if we turn, I've had to, as you can see, I've had to break this. But if we turn that, does that help? Yeah, I don't know. Let's. Yeah, it's difficult. You can see this doesn't come off easily. I've had to break it just to get to the screws. But I was not expecting that amount of cog action in there. So, yeah. Woo, oh dear, greasy. But yeah, there's lots going on in there, so let's keep going. But you can see in here, we turn that, there's a fan. So yeah, it's definitely increasing drive. So when you rotate the wheel a few times, the fan inside here is rotating many times to create the air you need. So your artificial lungs to blow for the bubbles. Let's keep going in, but yeah, that was good. As you can see, oh, it's got a spring on there as well, so interesting. All plastic, of course, and this is why it's broken, because I think we were overzealous with pushing it and it stripped a cog somewhere, probably in the main axle, so now it doesn't blow any bubbles. But yeah, let's keep going. Okay, more screws. Look at the amount of screws. That goes with the 6 other ones just to get the case off. There's the case. So endless screws. I've had to wear gloves because plastic can be super cutty. Right. I want to get this open and trying to preserve what's inside. So you can actually see the fan inside. In fact, even with gloves on, I can feel the air. So, yeah, I think what's happened then, that spindle there, that's loose. So after all the cog action down here, probably what was slipping was this. Yeah. Can you see that? I think that's loose. Probably because there's no bearing in there, it's just plastic, so over time that's the weak point. So that's the main fan, which is why it never worked. Yeah, that's what's happened. This should have been bigger, I guess, or there should have been some sort of bearing here. But you know, it's a child's toy, so that's what it is. So let's open it up, see what's inside. There's the spout, just to direct the airflow. And inside we can see the fan. Right, so there we are. So this is the fan inside. And we've actually got another cog here. You can see this. There's an axle taking drive, albeit very reduced, across here to this, up and out, and that's obviously moving this piece here. So that rotates that through this axle here. So wow, what a mechanism. So there's a lot of design that's gone into this, as you can see. So there's our fan. That's what's creating the airflow. So all that does is spin at fairly high speed and direct the air through this spout, increasing the pressure. This helps as well to direct airflow. And smiley face, which mates up to this piece, slots in there. So air coming through there, blowing air through these holes here. And obviously once you've got your bubble solution, blows through here. You don't need a huge amount of air, I guess, to do that, but wow, what a mechanism. I guess it was made more technical by having the cams to rotate these Dragonfly wings. That just happened as part of moving this system. And then you had all the cogs moving this fan at high speed. And then of course this drive here, this axle drive, to rotate that piece. So wow, what a mechanism. Quite a lot going on there. Plenty of grease on here as well, all over the fingers. But yeah, oh, I've lost my spindle, there it goes. All slots together nicely, but being all plastic, there's going to be a weak point, and that's going to be the cogs. But wow, I'm quite impressed with that. Considering this was probably less than £20. I think it was, I don't know, 15 or so quid. So a lot going on in here. All the cogs, as you can see, just to blow bubbles and create a kind of cool thing where the Dragonfly wings go up and down. So there we go. Thanks for watching. It was a good teardown. I don't think I can fix that. Overall, I think the problem was... Where was it? I think the problem was here. You can see what's happened. This hole here, that's got enlarged, and you can see the movement in there. Can you see that movement? If I just use a screwdriver, there we go. So what's happened is there's play in that cog, in that spindle. So if you're too vigorous, that doesn't grip. And what happens is it slips, and then you don't get any drive at all. And I think we'd lost drive completely at one point. So yeah, you can put it back on, as you can see. There we go. They've got the fan going. But yeah, it's all too easy for that cog to come off. As you can see, look at the play there. If anything, it looks slightly like this spindle's bent, but there's play in there. So yeah, good design. Could have done with some reinforcement here. Look at the grease. So they made a good attempt, but yeah, done for, I think. But cool. Thanks for watching the teardown. Cheers for now.